Right, so what we're going to work today is a little triangle system. So this system, I like to teach things in reverse, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the perfect triangle finish first. So we're going to start with the actual finish, and then we're going to work backwards from there, which sounds kind of weird. But if you want to learn lots and lots of things, I find it's the best way to learn it. If we learn loads of individual triangle setups, you've got loads of individual triangle setups. But if we have I call it a funnel, yeah? So we want to create a system of how can I triangle this man from our setup position, and then we just create a funnel where we get all our setups. You can learn a setup off YouTube, off a random seminar, and they just fit into this system. So this makes learning way easier. I've got a weird brain. I can remember pretty much every technique I've ever learned because I've used systems like this, okay? So the perfect triangle. You're not going to do any setup. He is going to help me get in position. All we're going to do is going to get in a triangle position, in the best possible position we could be in, and get a tap. If you do it right, you're going to be in that position for 1 second and he's going to tap immediately. Otherwise, he's going to go to sleep. It's going to be that tight. So don't try and man it out. Don't try and hold on, because you'll walk to the toilet later and you'll collapse, yeah? So as soon as it's on tight, just tap and switch over. And take your time with it. There's no rush. You don't have to get loads of reps in. I just want a couple of perfect reps. So we're talking about a perfect triangle. I want, obviously, his head and his arm, and I want to be looking through his ears. So I want to be an otologist. An otologist is somebody who does stuff with ears, apparently. I learned that last week. So look, I'm looking through his ears. Where I don't want to be is looking straight down into his nose, corner of his head. You know, if I drilled an hole through his ears, I should be able to look straight through it. That's where I want to be, okay? His arm is right through. My leg is biting tight on the back of his neck, and there is no gap here, okay? I don't want any holes where I can fit hands in, yeah? So this is my position. You'll notice my foot, toes are up. Toes aren't like this. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, okay? So this is one half of the triangle. Again, notice the angle I'm on. I'm looking through his ears. I'm not like this, bending my leg. Okay? So we're on this position. From here, rather than just chucking my leg over, what I want to do is knee him in the side of his head. Okay? So I'm doing this, trying to make his shoulder disappear. And then I'm looping this over while keeping these toes pointing to the ceiling. If I do that and squeeze tight, I'll get a nice, easy, fast tap. That is the perfect triangle finish. If I can get to here, your opponent is dead, yeah? That's it. So this is the goal. Now we're going to have way more opportunities to tap him on the way to this. But if you don't know how to do or what a perfect triangle looks like, you know, it's going to be hard to get there. So this is the end goal. But he's probably going to tap way before this. But we just need to know what the end goal actually is. So grab your partner. You're going to get him in this position. Okay, make sure everything's nice and tight. There's no gaps. Toes are up. Again, knee him in the head, looping this over, and almost my knees are in a line. There's no like, I'm not doing this and really bending my leg. Okay, everything's pretty much straight on, and I'm squeezing. Okay, everybody got that? So that's the perfect triangle. Grab your partner, just go 1 for 1. And again, he is going to help me. If he feels like there's something wrong, he's going to say, pull that in a bit, move that way. Just don't do the old classic, this one. Start pushing him away. Remember, we're doing a triangle. I want his head in a trash compactor. So I'm trying to squeeze everything tight, yeah? From both sides and the top. Everything's getting squeezed in. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3.